Hey there, it's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. Today I've got a whole video for you. I've got lots of different things. I've got breakable items, I've got hard goods, dolls, toys, just a little bit of everything. And I'm going to tell you what I paid for them and how much I think I'm going to be able to sell them for. If you're new here, welcome. Again, my name is Margaret. I am a reselling homeschooling mom. I buy things from garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, and a lot of times from freebies that I find when I've got this freebie app. So I've been finding a lot of cool free stuff lately that I flip on eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, just anywhere I can flip it to make money to support my family. I do this full time. I make YouTube videos. I do lots of different fun things to help support my family. So if you're really interested in learning more about different ways to make money from home, then definitely hit that subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when I put out new videos. And I do sell quite a variety of things. And today I have, again, just a huge variety. So first up, I couldn't believe that I found this at the thrift store. So it's not just the pitcher, but there's also a set of 4 little tumblers. And they are vintage glass, blown. You can see there. Tell me if you think I'm wrong about that, if it's not blown. But I think it is. The pitcher, you got that, was $3.19. And then the set of the 4 glasses were $3.19 for the set. And I got these at Goodwill. This glass is so thin and old. You can see, like, it's so cool. Anyway, it is hand painted. I don't know. So I think this is like a vintage or probably antique, like lemonade jug. I've done a little bit of research, so I'm going to share some screenshots with you here for things that are up for sale, and maybe I think I've got some that might have already sold that I can share with you. Let me talk to you about that real quick while I'm going through these. I don't always go off eBay solds. I do look at them, but that's not always how I choose my prices. Because I don't only sell on eBay, I take a look. The first thing I do is I go to Google and I do a Google search, and I'll look at Google Shopping and I'll look at Google Images to open up different sites, because you might find it for sale on Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, one of these other places. And that way you can see kind of a cross section of what it's selling for on different sites. So without further ado, let's take a peek. So first I've got this, this pitcher that sold, or is up for sale, I should say, on Etsy for $124. That one is very similar. It was the closest I could find other than this one, which also has that same style of painting. Let me pull mine back up. Those two both just had straight white painting, and mine, that they've actually done a little bit of detail on the face. Mine do have, let's see, you can see, I think it is blown, because look, there's glass, there's like a bubble in there. You see the bubble? I took it away so fast. But where'd it go? One of them had like, oh, here we go. You can see the little chip. But I think even with that, for the price that I paid, I think it's still going to be okay as far as profit goes. Yeah, I think so. Because I see can you see the little bubbles in there? There's little bubbles in there in the glass. Those are little bubbles. Okay, I don't know a ton about glass, but this is like super old, I think. So this was the closest I found that was similar to what I have. And this one is an antique lemonade set, Mary Gregory Victorian pitcher, blah, blah, blah. This, I say blah, 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 but this actually gives me really good keywords to use in my title. So I want to make sure that I save this for when I list this item. This is up for sale for nearly $200. I will say that the pitcher is a little more elaborate with the twisted handle and the ruffling around the edges. Mine is still pretty nice though. I mean, I still think it's very pretty. I kind of like the painting on mine more, but I might be biased. I love the details. So chances are, plus I have the 4 tumblers, that I might price it right around the same price or maybe a little bit higher. I always do best offer on my items, and so if somebody chose to send me an offer that I found acceptable, then I would definitely accept that. But I like to price things high because somebody might come along and want to pay that. This is one that I found for sale, or has sold on Etsy, and it sold for $148. It's not exactly like mine. Let me zoom in on a little bit. It's not exactly like mine, as you can see, but it kind of is in that same vein. And the way I found this sold price, because I know it's really hard to find solds on Etsy. So when I did my Google search and I looked at images and I was trying to pick ones that were kind of in that same style as what I had, this one popped up. And when I clicked on it, it said it was on Etsy and that it had sold. And so what I did, there's a site called flippertools.com, and on Flipper Tools, there is a selection there for Etsy solds. And you can go in and take the URL, the address at the top of that sold page when you find one, and then plug it in on Flipper Tools and it'll tell you what it actually sold for. So all being said, this might be the winner of the bunch. Maybe I should have saved it for the end, but I loved it so much. I got the whole set for under $7, and I'm going to probably, I'm going to list it for around $200. We'll see what I sell it for. I need to do a sales update because I haven't done one in a while, and I've had a lot of good sales lately. So I need to be sharing with y'all what has been selling. I do share some on my Instagram page. So if you're not following me there, check me out on Instagram, Texas Gal Treasures. And because I do share some sales, I'll pop them up there. All right, the next item that I picked up was this votive. Would you call this? I mean, I guess it could be considered a votive, or because it's really kind of deep. So it could be a little vase as well, like a little vanity vase or something like that. You could use it for pens. There's lots of functions, toothbrushes, whatever. I picked this up for $2.19. I was peeling that off because I was trying to see if there was a maker's mark. It's not, as you can see, it's not like blown glass, but I found one like it on, what is this, Poshmark, I think. And then this one that I see up for sale on Poshmark is listed for $16. I didn't find another one. That price is okay, but because again, I list across multiple platforms, so I am probably going to end up listing this for around $24.99 and just put best offer on it. So yeah, I might be crazy, but I'd rather price it high and see if I get the price I want. I'm definitely going to make sure I put lots of different keywords in there as far as toothbrush holder, vase, votive, candle holder, lots of different things. So if someone's looking for a glass, desk pen holder, they need another word for that so I can forget it as well because I forget words all the time. But yeah, I think that I'm going to try to get 24, spend about $250, less than $250 on it, and I think that will bring a good maybe $20 profit. The next item I have for you today is a turtle or a tortoise. It is definitely one of those one-of-a-kind items that is made from the legs and the head, and it looks like it's made from silverware. So this item, I bought it because I like buying figural items like different animals and things that people collect. So, there are turtle people out there that collect turtle figurines. And there's an animal for everybody, And so it was very unusual. It was a turtle, so I knew there were people that like turtle stuff. And the price was right. It was just over $1. So I, again, couldn't find one like it because I think it's going to be one of those one-of-a-kind items. So what I did find was on one site there was one made of all nuts and stuff like that was sold. Well, it's up for sale for $60. Another one made from spoons, which is really cute. That's up for sale for $35. And then this one, I don't think I saw a price for this last one. So probably, mine is kind of weird looking. I'll be honest. He's got a face only a mother could love. But I think, oh boy, what do I think I'm going to put on him? I think I'll probably end up putting about $25 on this and see what happens. Maybe I could get more. What do you think? Tell me if you think I could get more for this funky little turtle. He's cool, right? Next, I got these two needle points, and they jumped out at me. They are cacti. So we've got the saguaro cactus here. We've got the prickly pear cactus over here. Actually, I'm not sure that's a prickly pear because their flowers, I don't think they're yellow. Oh, they are yellow right before they bloom the thing. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I've got these two. They do have, the framer's name on the back. Needlework Suppliers, Custom Framing, blah, blah, blah. They are vintage because, look, there's no area code on there. Phone number, no area code. So here's what I found. I couldn't find any just exactly like these. I'm trying to decide if I should sell them as a set. I don't normally lot things together, but these two I might actually lot together. We'll see. I paid, can you see that? $2.19 for this one and $2.19 for this one. So about $4.50 for the pair. And this is what I found. The only cacti needlepoint frame that I found, one was up for $112. I found another one that was up for about $50, and this one is up for $75. So I am thinking, oh, there's another one here. This one's up for $18, sort of like yellowy one. Oh, and there's another little one. This one had just a little tiny, almost like petite point. They're so cute, for $54. So I think I'm gonna probably list these for, oh, tell me if I am too low. I think I'm gonna list these probably for about $54, $55, somewhere in there. And then just see where it goes from there. I think I might be able to get more for them. They're in really good shape and they look really nice. There's a pair of them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna list these for about $55. So if I do get that, then my profits will probably be in the $40, $45 range. 45, 47, somewhere in there. I'm estimating in my head how much the profits would be. So that would be a really good flip when those sell. The next item I picked up was this little gnome. He's sort of a heavy door stopper. You don't have to use him for a door stopper, but he's got, I'm trying to get it so bright on his face. He's got a little nose. He's got a little woolly hat, very fuzzy beard. He's shedding and flying a little fuzz on towards me. I got him for $3.19 at the Goodwill. He's adorable. I liked that he had very neutral colors because I know a lot of people, their homes, so I'll make sure when I do my listing that I mention that they're neutral colors because some people, they would prefer neutral in their home. So Pottery Barn has one that is $40, $41. And then there's just a variety out there. It looks like some that are handmade on Etsy that are about $40 as well. And then, just a couple others that are in that same realm, around $35. So I think with his, and you can straighten his hat or you can curve his hat. I think it's cute curved a little bit, not too much. I'll probably try him out at $40. I'm going to go back and check and see the size on some of those that are 40 to see like if they're much, much bigger than this one. But if not, then I might try him at 40 and see what happens. And as always, if you see something in the video that you are wanting to purchase, don't wait till I list it. Send me a message on my email, texasgaltreasures@gmail.com, and let me know that I have something that you would like to purchase. And we can work out a price and shipping and all that stuff through my email. The next item I got, I have trouble selling stuff like this because I get things like this and I just love them so much. But I like selling trinket boxes and then things that look like this, like natural wood trinket boxes. This is a lid that you can open, which I'm going to try to open for you. Here we go. There. So it's got this lid that opens right up. Very cool piece. They sell for a lot. They can sell for a lot, I will say. This was $3.19. Let me show you some that are up. Of course, there's not going to be one just like it because it is, a unique piece of wood, but people are going to like this, natural look to the wood. So here is one. This one doesn't have any kind of brand or maker on it that I could see. I'll have to give it another once over, but I didn't see any kind of marking on it. Some of these are specific makers. So here's a Spancraft jewelry box, and it has little drawers. I have one in my room. Oh my gosh, it looks like a little log. It's very rustic, and it has little hand-carved drawers. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But anyway, this was $90. And here is one that has like a little drawer that's $125. So if you ever see these out, I'm telling you, here's a little burlwood trinket box that's selling for $129. So another thing to think about with these, size is going to matter. And then like, is it really like a natural like looking piece of wood that looks like it's been polished and finished off and hand carved? People like that aesthetic. And then here's another one, Secret Box, Freeform, $275 on this one. And then look at this one with all the little drawers. Isn't that so cute? So this one is sold for $100. And then there's another little log one that sold for $20. So that being said, here's a couple others around $30. That being said, my little box, I think I'm going to put a high price on it because I feel like part of me is like, oh, just price it around $40 and see what happens. But then I feel like because of some of the cool features that it has, that I should list it for a little bit higher and then put a best offer on it. So that's probably what I'm going to do, is probably list it maybe for about $65 and then just put, best offer on that. Do you guys do best offer on eBay? I always put that in my, I used to put it in my listing. Now that I think about it, I don't think it's there anymore. In my Etsy one, that I'm always willing to negotiate on my prices, but I always do best offer. Don't always accept it, but I have it in my listing that it's available. The next little fella might be a dud. I'm not sure yet. I'm not completely sold. I couldn't find any for really good profit, but he was just so cute. It's a little bristle. What's the word for this? It's a burry bristle, like bottle brush little dog, but he's dressed up like a pirate. So I thought, and he cost $1.09 at Goodwill. I thought that with the subject matter that maybe he would sell for a little better, because there are people that collect this like bristle type of animal. There are people that collect dog stuff, and it looks like maybe a little Cocker Spaniel with those ears. What do you think? And then there are people that collect pirate stuff. So I've got a lot of different ends there, and I love when I find an item that has multiple types of buyers that might want it. So there's pirate people, there's Cocker Spaniel people, there's people that collect this style of bristle brush or whatever it is, burry bristle. So I found like this penguin. It's quite large, 13 inches. This is definitely more like 6 or 7, maybe 6. And so this large penguin is up for $36. But then a lot of the other ones that I'm seeing are like Christmas ornaments, and they're around $14, $15 in that range. So he's neither a Christmas ornament nor is he a very large figurine. So I think I'm going to try him at $25 and see what happens. If I do sell him at $25, then that's a good, $20 profit. So that would be really nice. And how light is that? First class, easy to ship, easy to store, love it, not breakable. This was a surprise for me. This is the Pillsbury Doughboy, and he's dressed up as one of those British guards. Oh, is his sword? But his sword is broken. I just realized that. Okay, well, his sword's not supposed to, no, he's supposed to have a sword. Darn it. He's supposed to be holding a sword right there, and it's broken, but maybe it'll still sell. Darn it. Isn't that fun to find out right in the middle of a video? But I think I can still sell him. We'll find out. I'll just make sure I mention that the sword is missing. If I can take the rest of the sword off without damaging him, I might just say, sword is missing, but we'll see. But I did find it, this was, I would not have necessarily thought to pick him up even, but I thought for $1, I'll give it a try. And it's Danbury Mint, which is, I don't really usually pick up that kind of stuff, but he was a Pillsbury Doughboy. He was really cute. And I saw that it's sold on Etsy. There's a sold for $80 on Etsy. And I started digging and looking around, and these Danbury Mint Pillsbury Doughboy figures can sell for pretty good profit. I'm seeing them, $30, $40, some of them even more, depending on what the little fella's doing. So definitely worth taking a peek if you find any of these Danbury Mint Pillsbury Doughboy figures. I wonder if it's just him or if it's Danbury Mint in all together, because I don't really see a lot of that stuff. So I'm going to definitely keep an eye out for that. If you know, leave me a comment. The next item I got was this really cool like tea light candle house. It's got peace, it's got a dove on it, a little hanging flower, and it is Blue Sky Core 2003. I like picking up things like this that are kind of luminaries that have that little clinking. It's gonna drive me to distraction. Where you put the light in it and it lights up, and it's very it's got ambiance to it, if you will. So things like this I always like to take a second look at because they tend to sell and people like them. So this little house, I found some very similar, and I also found the same one. But depending on the subject matter from this brand and these houses, they can sell anywhere from the 20s up into the 90s of dollars. 90s of dollars? But here's a couple of these. It looks like mine is the lighter of the two, and it's $45 up for sale right now on Mercari. A little bit darker one, it could just, no, it's darker, yeah. But the one with the Mercari has the base, and I don't have a base. So maybe I will pop it up for, $35, $40 and see what happens. All right, again, I love picking up wooden trinket boxes, and this one is a puzzle box. So it's one that comes in pieces, and that you can, you have to take it apart to open it up. This is a double heart puzzle box. I bought it for $3.19, and here are a couple of not sold, but that are up for sale right now. So around $25, $30 on those, and then about $30, $35 on a few more. So I will probably, again, I got it for $3. It's okay. I mean, the wood is all, it's personal preference. The wood is all kind of uniform. I don't know if that's just like the lacquer that they put on it, but personal preference, like when there's more variety in the wood and the coloring, I feel like it's more eye-catching, but that's just me. So somebody might like this as is, being like a uniform type color. So I'll probably put it up for maybe $35. $35. The next item I got was for this good dog. This is a Rae Dunn piece. You can tell by this like farmhouse style lettering, also by the Rae Dunn on the bottom. It was purchased originally at TJ Maxx, but I'm going to peel that sticker off. I got it at a garage sale. Oh gracious, what was it? Maybe $3 or $4 at a garage sale. There are different good dog canisters like this. This one I found some for sale for in the 40s, and then there were some sold on eBay for in the $30 realm, so $20, $30. So having bought it for just a few dollars, I'll probably end up putting up for maybe like $25. And for those of you who are thinking I should save it and put Ruby's dog treats in it, well, we need to have like on the backside devil dog, because I swear, she's a good sweet girl, don't get me wrong, but she sometimes is like, something gets into her and she turns into a wild child. But if you haven't seen my Ruby, I'll pop up a little picture of her here. We took her to swing in a baby swing this morning, so nobody in this house is weird at all. That's not strange to take your dog to put in a baby swing, is it? I actually need a little bit of help with my next item. I got this wallet at a garage sale. I can't remember what I paid for it. Not a lot at all. It's very vintage. It's definitely got the French flag colors going here. It is almost complete. So it's got the little coin purse on this side. Look, I think it is complete. Like almost like new old stock, sort of. It still has the pad. It still has its original pen. It's got where did it go? Like where you put the photos in it, the little photo holder. Come on now. And it is so vintage cool. Checkbook holder. It's got the whole shebang going on here. I couldn't find anything like it, and I can't think of the name of this style where it's like crinkly, not leather. But if you know the name of the style of this type of wallet, let me know, because I was racking my brain, just searching, trying to figure it out. And it is in such good shape, and it's definitely old, that I just couldn't figure out what to price it at. The closest thing I could find was this wallet, like this mod wallet. It had that same kind of style that's up for about $40. I think I'm going to price mine higher because it has all that original stuff inside, and it's so cool. Definitely mod. I don't know, but I did like search for 60s, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I might list it for about $50-$60 until I can find something similar, because I'd rather price it a little bit high than be kicking myself later if it sells very fast. The next item I got was this Trapper Keeper, and yes, you got that right. It has the original like label on it and everything. This is the pattern for it. It's like this alpine lake mountain scene. And inside, it still has, ooh, pop, the original folders. Let me open it up. 3, I think. Do I have 3? Yeah, it has the blue, the red, and the green folders in there. And it still has the original paper in the back. And I got this at a garage sale for free. We were looking through all kinds of stuff, and just as we were walking down the driveway, I saw it in this box. And I picked it up and just asked, like, how much do you want for this binder? Of course, I didn't say, how much do you want for this vintage Trapper Keeper from the 80s or whatever? No, I was just like, well, how much do you want for this binder? Oh, just take it. Works for me. So I did. I took it. Here's what I found on vintage. Now, there's a price, depending on the Trapper Keeper you've got and the subject matter that's on it and the condition of it, the prices can really vary, but there are some that are very desirable. So here's some, like I see a lot of these are brighter color ones or ones that are like Lisa Frank that can sell for way more. So here, this one's up for $75. This one that is Proxy Falls is like a waterfall. This one is up for $102. The one with these puppies up at $63. This one, which is similar to mine, is up at $35, but I don't know if it had all the pieces that went with it. This one, which was this fast car, I think it's a Ferrari, but I don't know, is up for $129. And this one is pretty beat up. I was looking at the pictures, so it was really well loved. Here's another one very similar to mine, but I have a blue one, and the picture's a little bit different. I can show you mine still. Like so. That's up for $46. So I really have to think about, like, here's one of mine that sold for $40, but it didn't have all the stuff. And it's this one, like I say, still has the it has the tag, everything on it. So I think here's a couple others. Kittens that one did sell for $50. The rainbow one sold for $75. So I'll probably, because it still has the new, the original packaging, that I'm probably going to price it a little higher, maybe closer to the $65 range, and see what happens. Next, we have this lovely lady. I got her at a new thrift store that I found. So I was pretty excited because she was on a shelf with lots of other dolls. I actually shared a picture on my Instagram saying, guess which one I bought? All the dolls were about $5. And I saw her and I was like, hello, lady, you're coming with me. Do you guys know who she is? This doll is a vintage American Girl doll. Before they were called American Girl, you can look on the back of their neck. You'll see there are, I don't want to keep bumping my mic, sorry. There are ones that are marked American Girl on the back of their neck. She's marked, let me turn her head a little bit so you can see. It's on the back of her neck. Your hair ribbon keeps getting in the way, Kristen. Pleasant Company. I don't know if you can see that very well. It says Pleasant Company on the back of her neck. So Pleasant Company was the company before American Girl dolls, wasn't it? She could use a little cleanup, but overall she's in fantastic shape. She does have the tan body, which you'll see why that's important in just a minute here. And the clothes that she has on, I do not think are American Girl. No, the clothes she has on are not American Girl branded clothes. I'll probably keep her in them just because. The skirt. But let's take a look at what Kirsten is her name, is going to sell for. Open, close your eyes. It's the mouth. So when you're looking, like she's got her little lips parted. A lot of the American Girl dolls have that little parted mouth and you can see their teeth. There's the Our Generation and what's the other one? I think it's Batat that makes it, or do they make the Our Generation? Anyway, there's some other ones that are out there like that Target makes, and they want in on the action, you know. So here we go. So you can see the early ones with the white body. That one sold for $160. So she's got the tan body. So here's one of her up, that sold for around $50. Best offer taken. Here's a couple others that have sold that they have the original clothes. So about $70. And then, here's one she sold for $109. And then again, that white, if you find one with a white body, that is the older, crazy desirable one. And sold for $135. And then here is another that sold for $30 as is. So she might have had some condition issues that really needed to be addressed. So I will probably just go give her a little once over. Her face needs a little cleaning. I don't do a lot. So if she was a wreck, I would still sell her and just put, as is like that other one. But she's in overall good condition. I'll give her hair a once over, spruce up her little outfit. I might lose the leggings. We'll see if they're branded. And then just clean her face a little bit and she'll be ready to go. So I think I'll probably put her up at $75 and just put best offer on her depending on the condition. And I'll give my search one more look over to make sure that I'm not too high or too low. But I think 75 is probably going to be okay, especially since I'm looking at her ears. Are her ears supposed to be pierced? That's something else I have to look at. I'm like, are the doll's ears usually pierced? Or did somebody poke earrings in this little girl's ears? I don't know. I don't think they're originally pierced. That would probably affect the price. So I'll have to find that out because I don't know off the top of my head. So I might end up pricing her, well, now it's a big question mark. I also picked up, this is quite a variety, isn't it, y'all? I also got this gift set, Mulan. It's got a brush, a mirror, and a little headband by Wet Brush. I got it for $2 at that same, not garage sale, but thrift store where I got Kirsten. And this is, I got it because, it's Mulan and it's Disney and it's fun. And I did look it up before I picked it up because I was like, well, I don't want to sit on it. But there are some that are up for anywhere between $17 and $25. And there are some sold, that same kind of price range. I'll definitely put mine up higher. There you can see there's one that's sold for $20 with free shipping, $15 for free shipping. The one that's $9, I don't normally pay attention to those sales because I don't do auctions. And as you can see, it says 2 bids. And so that means that it was put up on auction. And because I don't do an auction, then I don't pay attention to that because they might have just undersold the item. So I'll probably put it up for about $20 and just see what happens. Then I got this at Goodwill for $2.19. Upside down for the label. It is Bluebird Confectionery, and it's this really cool tin. It's very ornate, and it's got a little clasp here. You can use it as a piggy bank. It's very, very cool and fun. Footed, little feet on it. It's cute, right? So for $2.19, I've heard of the brand before, but I've never really come across them before. So let's take a peek at what I found for this one and then also some of the others. So I see that there's one up for about $15. I think I'll probably price mine higher. And as you can see, there are some others that are more ornate that are, in the $20 range. So here's a bunch of different ones. This is from my Google search. So you can see there are prices anywhere from like $15 up to $60, depending on which one you're looking at. So definitely worth picking up and, if the condition's right and flipping and the price is right up front, right? The next item I got at a garage sale for, that's going to cover the price right up. $6. It's got I don't know if it's all the pieces. It's got many of the pieces. Ernie's in there. I don't know if there are any of the other figurines in there, but it's got the furniture. And you guessed it, this is Hopper Store from Sesame Street. Inside looks really good. Really good. Don't drop it. Really nice inside. There is some peeling on the awning over here. You can see the peeling on the awning. And as I said, I don't think all the pieces are there. I don't know how many of the figures it originally came with, but the Sesame Street sign is there, which I think is super important. Hang on, let me set this down so we can look at what this is selling for. I saw this at a garage sale, grabbed it up, super excited about that. So here's one that's sold for, or is up for $102. Here's one for $75. And then here you can see there's a variety of different ones, whether they have all, see, look, that's got way more characters than mine has. But it doesn't have Ernie. But that one's sold for, or is up for $102. And then the ones that are a little bit lower, you can see that they don't have all the accessories or any accessories on them. So I will probably, even though that the awning is a bit messed up, I do have a lot of the pieces that go with it. So I'll probably price it like in the $80 range and see what happens. I can always bring the price down But, you know, if it sells too fast, I'm really going to kick myself. If you're watching and wondering when I talk about flipping things on multiple different sites, the platform I use is called List Perfectly. It is a site that you go to and you create your listing in the site, and you can cross-post your items across multiple platforms. It is a paid subscription. I'm not being paid for this video though, but I have a link down below that you can get 30% off your first month. I personally love it because I can list so much so fast. And then when an item sells, I can go to List Perfectly and I can select sold, and it will mark it sold on all the other platforms where it is listed. It saves me so much time. They've got so many cool features in List Perfectly now where you can edit your photos, you can knock out the background and have a remove the background sort of feature, cropping, brightening photos, etc., etc. So that's my little spiel for List Perfectly. I only share it because it's something I use, I pay for, and I love it. So go check it out. Check out my link. Use my link so that they know I sent you. And if you haven't already, go down there and hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment and let me know you're here. And I will talk to you on the next video. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.